Hey everybody, Robbie Rad here, and I am up on top of my extension ladder, working on my roof line here, and just thought I'd show y'all what I'm looking at. So I love the idea of owning an old farmhouse, until I started working on my old farmhouse. So I've been having a lot of issues here where this upper part of the wall meets this lower roof line, second story, first story roof, second story wall. And before anyone criticizes me for not having my ladder above the roof line, yes, I do know how to set up a ladder. I have the power service coming in right here, so I'm trying to keep myself and the ladder away from that because this is an aluminum ladder, but it's the only extension ladder I have. And also I'm working at the eave of the roof here, so I do not want the ladder in my way any more than it needs to be. When I had it lower, it was the eave and gutter were kicking me out, and I was very uncomfortable working there and a little bit unsafe. So got to just kind of draw the line on what makes the most sense, right? So do know how to set up a ladder. Don't want to hear about it. But look at this nonsense here. So what's been happening is water's been getting in where this isn't properly step flashed in. They probably tore it all out when this roof was done. I've been here 9 years this month. This roof was allegedly 3 years old when we bought the home. Maybe it was 4. Under 5 years old when we bought the home. I believe it was 3 years. Looks like they ripped all the step flashing out, especially with how janky the old aluminum siding is, which is very unforgiving, which is why I'm not pulling it out. Well, not yet at least, but I'm not going to be pulling it down. If it was vinyl, I'd just pull it all down and reflash this in once I do my roof patch. But it looks like they pulled all the step flashing out, redid the roofing because it was probably a rush hack job type of deal. And it's getting in here, getting under here, and has been rotting this out the entirety of the time I've been here. Getting behind everything, behind the gutter, running down behind the siding. I can tell that somebody knew that there was issues or was going to be issues because their J channel is heavily siliconed there, and it's running in this window on me and coming in at the sash. Hence why, well, at this upper part of the top sash. Hence why there is a towel across there, because every time it rains, water comes in the kitchen window. This has been going on for a couple months now, as far as when rain coming in the window, that is. But I'm gonna be patching this, gonna be bending up a big piece of white coil that I'm actually gonna slide in as like a counter flash behind all of this, because I'm not tearing all this out currently. It just does not make sense to do. I don't have the time, and even though the weather told me it wasn't gonna rain today, sky's looking a little iffy, and I can almost feel the pressure dropping and stuff. So I'm not sold on the fact that it's not going to rain today, because the weatherman is never right. And to add insult to injury, I can't quite get it out yet, but this is all stuffed with insulation right up to the decking as well, because most homeowners, especially old farmhouse people that just think they know how to do everything, and old farmers and whatnot that would just do all the work themselves, would just stuff this stuff in here. And this has probably been in contact with this roof decking for years, just building up moisture on the back of this OSB. So I got to get all this out, and I'm going to pull out a couple more courses, I think, here, stagger it out like I did here. As you can see, gonna stagger it out over in here. We're gonna get, and then also look at this. They did their felt paper, but instead of doing ice and water, they just did 3s shingles, which isn't a terrible idea, but it should be, in my opinion, under this felt paper and not on top of it, because it's probably been running underneath it this whole time. I mean, not the worst, because it's probably just gonna come out, here, but I don't know. somebody who didn't know what they were doing did a lot of work on this house. And it's unfortunate, but that's what you get when you own an old farmhouse. So now I'm here patching it in. Got to get a couple more courses of shingles out, stagger these out so I can weave new shingles. I got 3 bundles of the closest color match I could find. They're actually like a red, white, and red with a little bit of white and blue in them. Patriot Red is the name, but it's close enough as long as it doesn't leak. I really don't care. So, fun, owning a home in the country.